everyone. My name is Ashley Ammons, and I'm the Community Impact Director here at Lubbock Area United Way.
And I'm Carolyn Simpson, and I'm the Community Impact Associate.
Okay, first of all, we want to thank you for volunteering for United We Read. This is going to be an amazing event thanks to volunteers like you. On this day, there will be about approximately 510 volunteers reading to 3,600 children in 5 school districts, reading the same book at the same time. We want to tell you a little bit of why it's important that we're doing United We Read. One of our priority areas here at Lubbock Area United Way is childhood literacy. It is the importance of reading to and with children, as well as creating grade level readers by the time children are in 3rd grade. Okay, well now here are your instructions for September 20th. We are asking that each of you arrive at your school at 9:30 a.m. It is extremely important to arrive on time because each of you will need to go through the front desk to check in with your driver's license or a photo ID. Make sure it is a state-issued ID. This is for security purposes for every single campus. With that being said, if you are volunteering with others in or at your company and or organization, you cannot switch schools around. Each campus will have a list of the volunteers that should be arriving that morning. So if there are any questions or if you have anything come up, please let me know at reading@liveunitedlubbock.org, or you can call our office at 747-2711. Our volunteers, we really need you to please show up on time because the event will start promptly at 10 o'clock. So after you arrive at 9:30, the event will begin promptly at 10 a.m. Once you get into your classroom, please introduce yourselves to your other volunteers as well as the teacher that's in that classroom. Some of you will also be at a media school, so be prepared that you may see some of the news media present while you're reading and doing activities. When you're in the classroom, you will find a brown bag for every child. This is what the bag will look like. Inside that bag, you will have a copy of a book, The Little Red Fort. You will also have a bag of the popsicle sticks for the craft that you will do after the reading of the book. Please have every child write their name in their copy of the book. They have a little nameplate and they can write their name right here on this line. This is to ensure that every child will go home with their copy of the book. Also have the children write their name on the back side of this bag for their craft projects. You will also find these are bottles of tacky glue for each and every classroom. You will have 4 bottles per classroom. So please make sure that you can help the children use these bottles with glue sticks, other forms, as there will only be 4 bottles per classroom. Now Carolyn is going to talk to you about the actual reading of the book and ideas that you can have to make this such a fun event for the kids.
You know, children love being read to, almost more than anything else. So as you get into the classroom, there'll be a chair for you to sit in and gather the children around you, probably in a semicircle. This is the book that we're going to read, The Little Red Fort. At the end of this instructional video, there will be a video of the book. We know you don't have a copy of the book yet, so watch the video several times so you can understand the story, so that when you get into the classroom, you can read the book to the children. They love to hear you have different voices, so the main character in the story is Ruby, so you can use a cute Ruby voice. She has 3 brothers, so you can use a different voice for each brother. And just emphasize what's going on with the book. You also have been sent instructions and ideas for asking questions and getting the children to talk about the book and what is going on. Those are simply suggestions, and you can do whatever you want. Every classroom will be a little bit different, and the children will pick up on different things, and that's great. Follow their lead and ask them questions about what is happening in the book, so that then when they get ready to make their craft, they'll understand what they're doing. We would love to thank our sponsors for this event: Covenant Children's, Beaton Bow Homes, Scholastic Books, and United Supermarkets. And we say thank you to all of you for making this event such a great thing for our children.
It's going to be a wonderful event for our community. And we just want to remind you to please remember to show up at 9:30 to make sure you go to your assigned school. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please remember you can email us at reading@liveunitedlubbock.org, or you can call our office at 747-2711. And again, thank each and every one of you. Because of you, we're going to be able to read to this community and bring community-wide awareness to the importance of childhood literacy.
We are going to read a story this morning called The Little Red Fort.
Can I see?
I'm going to show you all of the pictures. And it's about a little girl named Ruby and her 3 brothers, Oscar Lee, Rodrigo, and Jose. Ruby's mind was always full of ideas. Look at all the things that are in the bathroom with Ruby. Was it messy? I think it's kind of messy too.
Let me see.
What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's on the potty. She sure is. One day she found some old boards, and she says, "Who wants to build something?" And she asked her brothers. So she found all these boards, and she decides she wants to build something. And Oscar Lee pretended not to hear her. And Rodrigo gave her a look that could melt popsicles. And Jose almost fell off the fence. "You don't know how to build anything," they said. We'll see, right? So, who wants to help me draw the plans? Ruby asked. Okay, listen. And the boys just clutched their sides and howled with laughter. "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll draw them myself." What do you think? And she did.
We make a mess.
Satisfied with her plans, Ruby then asked, "Who wants to help me gather the supplies?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll gather them myself." And she did.
What kind of food?
When all the supplies were gathered, Ruby asked, "Who wants to help me cut the boards?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy."
Giovanni.
"Fine," said Ruby. "I will cut them myself." And she did. When all of the boards were neatly cut, Ruby sang, "Who wants to help me hammer the nails?"
Me.
"Not me," said Oscar Lee.
Me.
"I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll hammer them myself." And she did. She's getting a little bit of help from her mother and her grandmother, isn't she? Cutting the boards. Yeah. Soon, Ruby's creation was complete. "Who wants to play inside my fort?" she called. Me, said Oscar Lee. "Let's go," said Rodrigo. "I'll play," said Jose. "I'm not too busy anymore." Oh, what do you think Ruby's gonna say? "Not so fast," Ruby said. "You didn't help me draw the plans, or gather the materials, or cut the boards, or hammer the nails. You didn't think I knew how to build. And you laughed at me. So right now, I'm playing by myself." And she did. She played in her fort by herself for a while. What do we think might happen next? We want to play anyway, said the boys. So they huddled and whispered and got straight to work. Oscar made a mailbox. Rodrigo planted flowers. Jose painted the fort fire engine red. And Ruby was delighted. They decided to help her after all, didn't they? That was good, wasn't it?
Hey,
What they
guess
did?
what?
And that evening, the boys followed a delicious smell to the fort for a fort warming party. Who wants to help me clean this plate? Said Ruby. We do, said the boys. What is she serving them? What does it look like she's serving them?
Potato.
Potatoes? Does it look like brownies or cookies? I think they're going to have brownies inside the fort. Did they? And they did. Yay. So Ruby let them come into the fort and play with her. So, what do you think about Ruby and her fort? Have you ever played in a fort?
No.
A playhouse? Do you have a playhouse? You have a playhouse in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever take a sheet and put it over a table and crawl and inside? Yes, another book to read.
Rodrigo.
Yes. So do you think Ruby and her brothers were all okay at the end of the story? And were they, and did her brothers then get to play in the fort?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what did they build?
I'm gonna build a sandcastle.
A sand castle? Oh my goodness, that would be fun, wouldn't it? They built a mailbox and they painted and they put flowers. Thank you. Thank you. Did you all like this story?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And guess what the behind?
I thank you very much for letting me come and read to you today. Can y'all wave at the camera? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.